truck. The fire escape has many life safety issues. It has two main concerns on this fire escape, and that is the structure was damaged, so it needs to be refurbished to avoid the load test. Because of the hit and the twist and the push, it made all these connections suspect. So we need to verify all these connections and change all the bolts to avoid the load test. But there's a second part, and that is this masonry wall was severely impacted and damaged. So we need to get this fire escape off this wall and either independently secure it while they fix the wall and then put it back, or we can work with the as you can see, the huge bend in it. We can work with the masonry company with it in position, with it basically legged to the ground and independent of the situation, so that it can still function, and then remove the legs, because this is an active driveway that people are going to go in. So I think in order to maintain the egress at all times, I think we're going to have to basically create an independent system here with legs to the ground, temporarily securing this fire escape and making it functional so that the back end can get totally redone on this. But we cannot put legs to the ground right now on this based on the way it is right now. You can definitely see that the hit was this way. You definitely see that pushed the fire escape that way. It pulled the railings this way. As you can see, the whole thing is pulled. So 100% refurbishment of the entire connections. All the bolted connections are going to be brand new. Remove any rust on the interior, and then rebolt it so that we can basically eliminate any issues of the fire escape being suspect. Any connections back into the building, if they're through bolted or pocketed, it needs to be redone. And if it's through bolted, we need to confirm the plate on the backside, because she's definitely shifted all the way to the right here. This whole weight box needs to be rebuilt, and there needs to be a release arm on here. And that release arm will allow you to release the fire escape, and it'll come down by itself 2 to 3 feet per second, hit the ground and stay down. You can see the severe damage and the impact. So this weight and this whole lower arm is probably gonna have to be rebuilt, because you can't unbend that much force, but she definitely pulled everything to the right side. Needs a paint job. Fire escapes must be structurally sound, must be kept painted. We're basically going to be satisfying Mass Building Code 1001.3, and that is all fire escapes must be examined, tested, or certified. And upon repair of this fire escape in its entirety, we are going to satisfy the certification, and the fire escape will not need any testing. Any and all original hardware will be rebolted. Any missing bolts will be popped in. No original hardware can stay behind, otherwise we're forced into a load test. But there will be two separate contracts here. There will be a contract for the fire escape, and there will be a contract for the masonry wall activity, interior and exterior of this building. There's also a second half, and we have to confirm this is the entire system involves that wood structure up there, and we're gonna have to see what's the status with that wood structure. That'll be another video that I'm putting on here, because that structure ties into this structure, comes into the ground. So the system is this metal to wood. So that wood structure up there must be certified as well as part of the requirement. Whenever there's a damage to any structural fire protection system, the entire system must be brought back into certification. So now, as part of this repair, we also must make sure that that repair is done as part of this. Any questions, fire escape engineers, inspect the summary video. This is Cisco Meneses, 866-649-0333, 866-649-0333. Fire escape engineers inspector summary video. We're here in Somerville. We have a situation where a truck has hit this fire escape and has shifted everything to that side. So we have severe damage to the weight box, severe damage to the cantilever. The cantilever is tipping in, bends, pull-outs, and again, the first video talked about all the damage. There's a huge bend in the support of the pivot. Trucks like this that come by, this is not owned by this building. This is a hangover or overhang right by this building, but trucks coming in basically smash into this. And the owner here has said in her 40-year cycle, she's probably seen this thing hit multiple times. But whenever we have this kind of damage, so this whole thing needs to be rebuilt because every connection here is suspect, and she's tilting that way. So 100% refurbishment. Now, she needs to go in here and she needs to tie in. So this fire escape system belongs to this fire escape system because it feeds that door and it feeds this staircase here. So this system, the entire system must be brought back into service as part of this repair. So a lot of times they think it's just this side, but no, this is a metal to wood system, and the entire system must be refurbished to bring it back into compliance. Now, the question at hand is, can we secure this fire escape enough to make it pass inspection, or does it need to be replaced? Now, with enough metal on this fire escape, we can get another 5-year cycle to basically make it tie in. We need to speak with the city official about the pre-existing non-conforming. Do they need a rail, or is this parapet wall enough? So the city official is going to be involved as to what he wants as a final to bring the whole entire system back into compliance. There is a structure here, and then there is a metal structure here. So, and whether or not he wants to tie in that door, these are going to be questions. I believe Lewis from the city of Somerville is the main contact that handles this area, and all this will be shared with him and along with the engineer oversight as to what needs to be done. Any repair of this type does require a permit and is going to require engineer oversight, so that at the conclusion of this must be signed off by a structural engineer. This portion and that portion, along with a sign off on the wall repair, which seems to be masonry. This wall here is all a masonry wall, so that needs to be repaired first, and this needs to be done second. And this catwalk wood needs to all be dealt with whether or not the insurance companies are aware that in order to bring back this fire escape into compliance, it's the entire system must be brought back into compliance. Any questions, fire escape engineers? Inspect the summary video, 866-649-0333. 866-649-0333. This is the initial examination, the engineer oversight, and the exact activity that needs to be done both on the wood and the fire escape will be done during engineer oversight with or without drawings or photographs. This is not to be used as a construction control document. This is just the initial examination of the as-is findings here at this project here in Somerville. Any questions? 866-649-0333. 866-649-0333.